What's going on YouTube, man? It's a late night video, but I'm shooting it during the daytime before I film all my other videos. We looking at houses again, but this time we looking up in Detroit, Michigan. Reason why I'm looking in Detroit, Michigan, as y'all know, Fuck You Money, he did a live feed yesterday, letting us know that he's the new ism. That's right, he's the new ism. You know, IZM. That's right. He done found a way to become the ism in a semi truck. But I went on Zillow and I started looking up there. I ain't never looked at no houses up there in Detroit, Michigan. But we gonna take a look here, because as y'all know, brother Andrew over here, my next goal is to get a house. And where? Yeah, it's different places, But Nashville, Tennessee is not one. I'm not trying to pay no $400,000 for no house. So here where I live, this ain't no option for me. So I'm looking all over, all over the United States right now. Atlanta, Georgia, Texas, Memphis, Detroit. If I see what Detroit, maybe Vegas. I don't know. I'm just looking all over because I know it won't be here. Now, let's take a look. Let's see what I can find. So we on Zillow, Zillow.com. Oh, I almost forgot. Here comes the of course. I know y'all truck drivers can't find them $100,000 homes nowhere. I know. I understand. I know it's not for some people. They never gonna find it. But some kind of way, every time I get on the internet, they just seem like they just all over the place. I just everywhere you look, they 100,000 over there, 100,000, 150 over there. Every time I get on the internet, they always just pop up. But anyways, let's see. Now, of course, it's okay if the house need a little bit of work. I'm not looking. If it need work, it need work. I'm just trying to own the house. We could do work to it. See, I look at it like a semi truck. You buy the truck $15,000. Of course, it need work. It may need tires, brakes. May have to rebuild the engine, get a transmission. But once you got the title, it's still yours, and you can take however long you want to fix it back up. So I look at the house the same way. How much is how much is it for the deed? Once I get the deed, we'll worry about putting a new roof on and all that. Because this house I'm in right now, we just got the brand new roof, just did all the windows. Gotta do that crap anyway. So shit, man, boo boo. Okay, let's take a look here. See what we can see. So my price range, I put 200,000. I put for sale. 2 bedroom, 2 baths. Let's move this to houses only. That's it. I'm not looking for multifamily or townhouse, none of that. Just basically basic homes, that truck drivers can get today, that we can afford driving a semi truck. We're looking in Detroit, Michigan, specifically the Detroit area, not outside of Detroit. I don't mind looking outside Detroit. It's just I just put Detroit, Michigan in for right here. It's coming up of about 707 homes for sale under the $200,000 price range. I'm going to start with this first one here. I don't know if the photos are real or not because I'm not there, but we can obviously look at it and determine if the photos are real. This definitely look like it's real. All brick house. Inside look pretty good. Can always pull that carpet out, put some new carpet down, or switch up the floors, paint the walls. As long as it ain't no damage to the structure. So we can redo these walls, put some new drywall up, baseboards, kitchen cabinets, all that stuff can come out. Y'all know y'all can buy a whole new kitchen. Shoot, this whole entire ceiling is kind of look like these falling or whatever's going on at the top of that. All that can be replaced. Look like they got water leaks. Could have something to do with the top of the roof or something. But all that can be, like I said, all that can be replaced, cut out. Y'all know. So this is $150,000. Obviously, somebody lived in now. You can live in that too. Actually, it probably may not be the roof. It could just be right in here in the attic. It may not even have to deal with the roof. I see a lot of homes in Detroit, Michigan come with basements too. I'm not familiar with. Did I have a house with a basement? My first house, do we have a basement? No, we had attic. We had attic in the first house. Yeah, I don't think I ever been in the house with a basement. Not that I'm aware of. The back is got a little balcony going. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now I'm not familiar with Detroit and Michigan and the area as far as crime and all that everybody's scared of. I have no idea. I've never been up there. Can't tell you nothing about it. Yeah, I understand it may be the hood and all that. I have no idea. I had to go up there and visit for myself. But see, I'm a truck driver. Us truck drivers, we ain't worrying about that. What I'm looking at is uh these houses been standing for over 100 years and ain't nobody blew it up. Ain't nobody shot it up. Ain't none of that going on. So let's look at this 129. And the reason why I show y'all this is so y'all can get on Zillow and look for yourselves, man, in whatever area you want to look in. Owl, they got $100,000 houses out there in Owl, for my Caucasians out there that you ain't trying to live in Detroit, Michigan, or Mississippi and all that. Owl, look in the Midwest. A lot of cheap homes in the Midwest because nobody want to live out there. Look at this, see? This one done been remodeled already. You ain't got to put no money into it. They already remodeled it for you. 129,000, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. If you're a solo guy, I don't understand what's wrong with getting this. Get you somebody come in here and inspect. Yeah, get you an inspector up in here. Yeah, pay a top inspector. Don't get nobody cheap. Don't pay no $400. Don't pay no $400 for what do you call them people? Home inspectors. For $400, the cheap ones. No, you gonna get somebody in here to know something about some construction. A general contractor. Yeah, you gonna pay the general contractor $1,500, $2,000. Go in there and inspect. Bring some tools. I need you in there looking over everything. Yeah, that's how I would do that. And then you can get, of course, a home inspector too for $400. What's the mortgage on something like this? My guess is about $800 a month. It's kind of small in the back, though. Oh, well, of course it's small. It's only 1,100 square feet. 1,100 square feet house is way bigger. Way bigger. Listen to me, truck drivers. 1,100 square feet is way bigger than that sleeper you sleeping in Mr. Charlie's truck. You hear what I'm saying? 1,100 square feet house is a lot bigger than the sleeper you sleeping in right now in Mr. Charlie's truck or the Russian's truck. Okay, now we got that out the way. What is the mortgage on something like this? Does it usually say it somewhere? Maybe on this page. Looking at about $903 a month, 30 years. Of course, as a truck driver, we all know. Yeah, you can pay $900. Let me pull up some type of calculator for y'all, because you have these lease drivers out here telling y'all, you know how these lease drivers talk. Who want to pay 30 years on a house? Well, you're not a McDonald's worker, are you? Yeah, it's going to take a McDonald's worker 30 years. I mean, what? If the mortgage is $900 a month and a McDonald's worker only making, $1,200 or $1,500 a month, yeah, of course it's going to take them 30 years. Use a truck driver, fool. $900? That's all? Are you not pulling in $2,000 a week? 2, 4, 6, 8? You're making $8,000 a month driving a truck? You can't live off 3, take the other 5 and put 5, pay 5 on the mortgage. The house only costs $129,000. 2 years tops. You ain't got no bills anyway. You ain't paying nobody rent. You in a truck. What's wrong with these truck drivers? About some 30 years. 30 years. Why do you need 30 years to pay off $129,000? You and Mr. Charlie Truck right now on the 4-year lease, you paying him what? Anywhere between $800 all the way up to $1,700 a week. On a truck that's $200,000. You could pay that off in 4 years on behalf of Mr. Charlie and the Russians, but you can't pay your house off. It's only $900 a month. What is that divided by 4? 900 divided by 4, people. 900 in the 4. 225. That's how much you pay for the trailer over at the Russians. 225 a week. You can't on your weekly check. You can't take 225 and put it on your mortgage for the week. If you want to break it up into weekly payments, I'm just saying, y'all be scaring me, man. Y'all be scaring me, man, with these 30-year, all this 30-year crap. See, a lot of truck drivers, you got to understand, a lot of you guys don't file no taxes. You don't pay any taxes. So the reason why you need to find a home $150,000 or less is because if you find out one day you out here in this world and you finally decide, hey, man, I think I need a house, I don't want to rent. Now you need 2 years tax returns, but you've been 1099, and one of these CPAs or you discover that you, okay, well, I'm going to have to show some income. Okay, well, you can show, maybe $40,000 a year. You only got to pay, what, $8,000, $5,000 in taxes? I think like $5,000 in taxes to show $40,000 in income. $10,000, that shows the last 2 years. $40,000. Bank lets you borrow, what, 3.5? 3.5 times the amount you make? There's your house right there. I'm confused. Let's keep looking. Just kind of scroll through and see what I see. Make sure, can y'all see this? Yeah, I can see it. Just kind of scroll through. I do prefer brick structures. I definitely do. And like I said, I'm not familiar with Detroit. I ain't heard nothing bad about it, other than, of course, the auto industry had left, and I know houses had got real cheap up there, and at one point in time, up in Flint, Michigan and all that, y'all burning down the neighborhood and all that, but I don't know about Detroit itself. Now, us being truck drivers and we in the trucking industry, we got a job anywhere, so, we not necessarily trying to buy a house because we got some type of work up here. I have no idea what the trucking industry locally is like up there. See, they on the border of Canada, and is that the ocean or what is that? That's a lake. Zoom in. Oh, it's just a lake. Shoot. Wait a minute. What's that at the bottom? Lake Erie. May have some. I don't know if it's a port up there or something. Maybe it's some port work up there in Detroit. Some things coming off the port or the rail yard or some cars or some boats up there getting built. I don't know. But what I do know is Fucky Money up there, and he is him, and he told me all about it yesterday. Did y'all see his live feed yesterday? I know he didn't take it down and deleted it. He had me thinking. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Listen, what's going on up there in Detroit? I need to come up there and investigate. I need to go up there and investigate. Yeah, I got on. Look. I got on Google flights. I said, man, how much does it take a flight up there to Detroit? Oh, one-way tickets, $45. That's all? $80 round trip? That's all? And non-stop round trip, $80? That's all? I can be in Detroit next 2 hours. I can just fly from Detroit back to Nashville. I can just, fly back and forth. $80? That's all? That's all they want? That's all? I'm just saying. About to go and investigate what's going on up in Detroit. Is that right, huh? Yeah. I'm just saying, Keep looking. 179,000. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Decent house. Like I said, houses are made different everywhere, depending on where you look. Assuming these are real photos. This one look real good if you ask me. It looks real good. Don't look like you need too much of any work. You can just leave it the way it is. And also, what truck drivers don't realize too. Say you are, see the basement look better on this photos of this house. So this house is $180,000. So say you go ahead and get you, it's 1,200 a month. Say you still, hey Andrew, man, I'm still OTR. I like it out here on the road. Let me stay out here another 2 years. You can still get the house, put a tenant in now. You get charged, let's say, on a house like that. Maybe I don't know what the going rate is up there in Detroit. Let's just say it's $1,200 a month. $1,200 a month. Well, it's gonna be more than that because what's the mortgage? Let me look at the mortgage again. Now the mortgage is $1,200, so rent probably anywhere between $1,500 to $1,800 on a house like this. Let's just say you got a tenant paying $1,500. So $1,500 times 12. You stay on the road. You put a tenant in there for a year. The tenant paying $18,000. You got $18,000 going towards the mortgage on the $180,000 house. Doing that 1 year of you staying out on the road while they paying $18,000 in your house. Okay, now they didn't put $18,000 towards the mortgage. You on the road for a year. How much can you come up with to get rid of this mortgage? How much can you come up with? I mean, you on the road for a year. Can you come up with 80,000, 60,000, 50,000? Oh, you should be able to come up with 50,000. I don't care what you say. You should be able to come up with $50,000. So for a whole year. Now I understand it's truck. Well, Andrew, come on, man. It's truck drivers right now. They didn't. We 6 months into the year. They ain't even saved 10,000. They've been out there every day this year. I look, man. I know, man. But that's leasing though. That's leasing, But you're a company driver. Company driver a little bit different. Company 1099. You stacking and macking, and you may be the ism. You may be the ism too. Shoot, I just don't know. I think a lease driver could come up with the 50,000 if they had the goal to put the money on the house. See, a lot of drivers, it's not that they can't save the money or they're not making the money, it's that they have no goals. Therefore, they just blow the money. The money mostly they just blow it on women and drugs and hoes and just stupid stuff, But if you qualify for this house, you put a tenant in now because you got, you put 20% down. What's 20% on 180,000? 20% is 36,000. Okay, Andrew, come on now. I'm not finna give. Okay, we'll get an FHA then. What is it? We're gonna say 3.5% down. I'm gonna say 4%. 180. You just can't come up with the money. 7,200 down. Okay, put that down. Matter of fact, put 9,000 down. Put 9,000 down. Now you got your FHA loan. Okay, well, you probably can't put a tenant in there because you got to live in there, I think, 2 years. Make it work, fool. Just make it work. Figure it out. You use a truck driver, fool, at $2,000 a week. Hell is you talking about, man? Figure it out. What do you mean? It should not take you 30 years to pay off no mortgage on the house this cheap. Unless you living like a McDonald's worker, your money tight because you got 4, 5 kids, child support hitting you, and you went out there and got one of these $1,000 F-150s a month, and you did matched out, American Express and Chase, and you owe everybody. Now those people, they got to deal with their own problems. Maybe file bankruptcy or something, sell the kids or something. I don't know what they got to do. I ain't got no advice. I have no idea. You got kids, you most definitely need a house. Yeah, you most definitely need a house. You talking about you got some kids, you should have a house right now. Yeah, you already should have a house. You got some kids. You already got a house then. So this should not offend you. Yeah. Right? It shouldn't offend you, right? Scare me now. But if you guys want to look at homes, man, Zillow, get the app out the App Store, the Google Store, the Apple Store. It's free to use. Put in whatever city and state, and just be looking, man. Just be looking. It's free to look. It's free to look at a mortgage calculator. It's free to email any of these real estate brokers. You just get their email and message them. They'll tell you what you need. They'll tell you what you need to qualify. You got plenty of houses to choose from. Interest rates look like they're trying to get them down. We'll see here in the next couple of months. But and I'm not telling nobody to go up there and look at the truck, but I do understand that there are a lot of truck drivers trying to get out their truck. Man, hey Andrew, man, I'm trying to get out this truck. Y'all email me all the time. Hey Andrew, man, I'm do whatever to get out this truck, man, but I ain't got nowhere to go. Andrew, man. I can't go back to my mama house. Therefore, I ain't got nowhere to go, man. This truck is my house. It ain't gotta be. Ain't gotta be. No, it ain't. It's too many houses up for sale in the United States that you can go get. Fool. You ain't got to pay the whole $180,000 up front. You get FHA, 3.5% down. So what? You gotta show a little. Okay, so you gotta pay a little bit in taxes. So what? You don't even need a CPA to do that. You don't need nothing to go pay the IRS. You just go pay them. Just send the money. $5,000. Just send it to them. No, y'all scam me now. Scam me now. You just, man. You don't have to be W-2 to get a mortgage. But you do have to have 2 years tax returns. Now, I know it's 1% of truck drivers that get the 1099 mortgage. That's 1%. The other 99%, you need 2 years tax returns. I don't know if that 1%, they be scamming me. Then you got the 1% get the VA loan. That's 1% of truck drivers is getting VA loans. You ain't getting no VA loan, fool. You watching this video. You ain't getting no VA loan. You ain't getting the 1% 1099 mortgage loan. You ain't getting no bank statement loan. You ain't getting none of that. What you gonna get is 2 years tax return. You're gonna learn the hard way. You gonna get FHA. So I'm just trying to make sure that truck drivers that do want to get out the truck, they understand their options. That's all. They understand their options. You're trying to make life easy on you because trucking is only getting harder. This thing getting harder and harder. It used to be you only work 70 hours. Then we found a way to get it to 80 hours, by using yard move. Y'all know we start using yard moving, personal convenience. We went from 70 hours to 80 hours, and a couple of years go by, and next thing we had 120 hours in 2020, and here in 2025, now y'all working 20 hours a day. 20 hours a day. Up with the Russians. 700-800 miles a day, every day, 7 days a week. You're going to get burnt out fast. Your body, I don't know what's going to burn out fast, your body or your brain. Your brain telling you can't take it no more. Your body, arteries all clogged up, high blood pressure, the Mountain Dew done got to you. Oh, then you most definitely got to get out the truck. Some of y'all right now, man, your body need to get out the truck right now. You ain't got nowhere to go. But I'm telling you, man, you get you one of these houses, oh, you can slow down. Man, you can slow back down all the way to 70 hours a week. You can slow all the way down back to 70 hours a week. As a matter of fact, what you can really do, get you one of these houses, use that truck to at least knock off half. Knock off, $80,000, knock that off. You can go get a regular job outside of trucking. You go get a regular job. Work at McDonald's, Walmart. You didn't cut the mortgage in half. It was $1,200 at first, but you didn't pay $80,000. Now it's only you down to what, $600 a month? You go get a regular job. You ain't got to ride no truck no more. Shoot, a lot of y'all just need a house to get up out of this industry. Let's keep looking. Now this is 190. Looks like it come with a little bit of land. I don't like the way them steps look. I don't know if it just needs some paint or if it's lopsided. Kitchen the living room way too small. Yeah, I don't like the design of this, but somebody may. Yeah, somebody may like the design. Now, what you can do with a house like this too, this is 4 bedrooms. Some of these walls you can knock out to make some of these bedrooms bigger and make the kitchen bigger. You can knock a lot of these walls out to make more space. You can really turn this into a 2 bedroom home, especially if it's just you, maybe you and your girlfriend or you and one kid. Some of these walls can be just knocked out. Make y'all know what I mean. You're working with 1,500 square feet. But yeah, I still don't like the way that look though. The outside look pretty cool. So yeah, man, just scroll through here, man. Put whatever city, state, wherever you got desire to live, man. Put your price range in. Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing about ain't no $150,000 homes no more. I don't want to hear that ever again. Cause every time I get on Zillow, y'all see what I see. So I don't understand. I don't understand. Why does it look like a fake photo? What's going on here? Why is this AI? Mr. Charlie, who you trying to trick with this AI? Nah, I'm thinking, is it AI or is it really real? It's only one way to find out, huh? We'll have to put the address in Google Maps and see what come up. Is it AI or is it real? Is that the house right there? Yeah, that's the house. Look like it need a new window and some take that AC out the window, put some central air, put some central air in this thing. I don't like these tall roofs, man. Either, man. That's a headache for the insurance. They roof over here to the right and to the left is cool, but this steep roof they got right here, man, you don't want that steep roof. Why is it blurry? Look at it from this angle. A tree up there going to get cut. Not too bad, man. Not too bad. All brick. I don't see nothing wrong with the structure. Let me look at the neighborhood right quick. Let's just scroll down the neighborhood, see what's going on. See what the other houses looking like. Okay, is that the neighbors? What they drive? Let me look at the neighbors. Decent car, decent house. Seems like a decent neighborhood. Let's scroll this way, man. Yeah, there's a steady mob through the neighborhood, man. See if we see any YNs on the corner. Ain't nobody on the corner selling that yayo. I don't see nobody selling. Okay, we got fire hydrant right there. Okay, got some cars that don't look like they from the 1950s. What this is? Is that a taxi? What the hell is that? Is that a taxi? They still got taxis up there? That is a taxi. Is that a taxi or just a yellow Crown Vic? Bus stop. Okay, I thought that was one of them crime signs right there. Just steady mob through the neighborhood. In case somebody out there grilling. Okay, just making sure, just making sure, see if the neighborhood's safe. That's all. Just look around. That's how you know who that is right there. Who was that? Look friendly. Decent cars. Yeah, I don't. This nothing up here look like it's crime written. All these houses still intact. I don't see nothing burnt down and nothing that they didn't sold on YouTube as far as these documentaries go. What's this freaking blur spot, man? Yeah, man. Everybody got the yard cut. Driveway may be small. They look like they moving out right there. And some people don't like their houses, close to their neighbors. I don't, but for $100 and some $1,000, I ain't too much worrying about it, man. See, this is what I call a starter house. The first house is a starter house. It ain't got to be your final house. It's just a house. Yeah, this whole neighborhood looks safe to me, man. Everybody got their yard cut. I see decent cars and stuff. I don't like that white paint job right there, but we just steady mobbing, man. Just steady mobbing through the neighborhood. That's all. Trying to see any signs or of you having to get, unalive. Just sliding through. Look like you can easily fit in. Who was that? Look, you got a white guy right here in the neighborhood. What kind of boots in them? What kind of boots he got on? Them working boots? Where he coming from? Look like some working boots to me. Yeah, man, I think I done seen enough. Neighborhood watch. Look, they even got the neighborhood watch sign. They got people watching. Yeah, man, you'll blend right in over here. So I done seen enough, man. I done seen enough. The house is real. As far as the inside, what they did, they took the photo. They took the photo and they put it through some type of AI. And AI just brighten up the colors and stuff. That's what it looks like happened. Let me go back to the address and compare it. Yep, that's exactly what happened. When I see it right here, it's the same house, but AI just brightened up the walls and it made the windows brighter. Y'all see how AI just lit up the front. So anyways, man, 32 minutes in. I'm pretty sure y'all get the point. I don't want to hold y'all. So Detroit, Michigan, I think it's got some decent sized houses up there, and I'll put that on the list of houses that Andrew could possibly be interested in. But like I said, I never been to Detroit, Michigan, so I can't tell you nothing about the area. I will have to go up there myself. I don't know. Maybe they got some pneumatic work up there. I can go up there. I need to make a phone call, get some pneumatic work, and explore the city. I did go to Michigan here recently, didn't I? I did. I went with the Russians, and I took a drug test up there in Michigan. But I don't know what city I was in. Look at Google Maps. Michigan. Let me see if I can. Oh, shoot! As big as Michigan is. Yeah, I have no idea. I think I was towards Grand Rapids. Let me see. I think I was towards Grand Rapids. Yeah, I don't think. I think I went somewhere up towards here, but I don't remember. I have no idea. Yeah, I think I came through Grand Rapids and I went upwards, but I don't know what city. Didn't see nothing out the ordinary. Yeah, because I remember coming through Kalamazoo towards Grand Rapids. I might have stopped in Grand Rapids. But anyways, I think the only thing you do got to deal with up there is the code for sure. So if y'all ain't used to the code, you got to deal with that. But anyways, I need to move on to the next video. This ain't gonna get too many views, so I probably drop this. This will be my last video I'll drop on this Sunday. I probably drop this around 8-9 p.m. That'll get like 200-300 views for the people that's interested. I will catch y'all later. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section too about these houses in Detroit, Michigan. Maybe, hey Andrew, hold on, wait a minute, Andrew. Let me know something because I don't know, but I am interested.